Hello everyone, this is Mr. Matthew here, and today I'm going to give you guys my reaction um, on the SpongeBob video game that came out 2 years ago in 2023, called SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake. Now, I will say I was really excited when the Cosmic Shade came out back in 2023 because it was the first SpongeBob game in quite a while. I think it was like 8 years after the release of SpongeBob Hero Pants. And Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated doesn't count in my opinion because it's a remaster, so I don't really count it despite having released in 2020. So the Cosmic Shade was definitely the first new game in a while. And the reason I haven't picked it up in launch is because I had other games I was like focused on, so like the Mario stuff. But now finally my 90th birthday happened a few days ago, and I really enjoyed it. And with that I got myself some new games. I bought the Cosmic Shade and I got the Packet Star game. Now I have played through the Cosmic Shade and alhamdulillah I played through the Cosmic Shade, and I have to say, now that I've beaten the game, I've beaten the main story of the game. I haven't really, I'm gonna 100% it. I'm definitely gonna 100% it, but I've beaten like through the main objectives. Definitely like done through all the main objectives, all the main storylines, and I have to say, the game is really good. Like I really, really do like SpongeBob the Cosmic Shade. I think it's definitely a really solid follow up to Battle for Bikini Bottom. What's really great is that they really took like everything. They took like the formula of Battle for Bikini Bottom, and then they brought in they brought in worlds and expanded upon them, and they made like a really cool style of 3D platforming, and they bring in some really cool new movesets to SpongeBob, like the pizza gliding, the stomping, the pizza gliding, the bubble blast. Like trapping enemies with bubbles, the kick that you do through challenges. It's like the homing dash from the Sonic games. Like there's just so much cool stuff in it. I really really do enjoy that. And I will say the game overall is really solid. To start off with the story of the game follows SpongeBob and Pat go to the Love World. This like they meet this like new sorceress fish in Love World named Madame Cassandra. She gives them this bubble soap wand, and they make some wishes with these wands. But these wishes go wrong, and they cause mayhem and Bikini Bottom reality. And so it's up to SpongeBob and Patrick to travel through these worlds to let some jelly to Madame Cassandra so that they can restore the world back to normal. Now I will say, um, like you go through each of the levels. There's like 7 worlds you go through, and you do like the main storyline. You retrieve back certain characters and items, like you get back, like characters who are stuck in these worlds, and like SpongeBob's house and Patrick's house, who are also stuck in like the who that were also stuck in some of the worlds as well. So yeah, and the thirsty trap, and I have to say, the worlds are really solid. Or the levels are like really solid. I really had fun playing through the levels and going through them, and going to the last part where you beat the boss. So the game we first start off with Wild West Jellyfish Fields, which is a really cool level. I really enjoy it with riding the horses and going through the fields. And then we have Karate Downtown Bikini Bottom, which has like this film production type of setting, and I really love it for that. It feels like you're going through it in this action film. Then you got Pirate Blue Lagoon, which you go around and you beat some you join the Dutchman's crew and you beat Admiral Prawn, who is the main villain of that level. So yeah, the main boss is Wild West Jellyfish Field is the Travis Bandit who steals the cactus juices. Terate Downtown Bikini Bottom is you go in a direction action, and you try to take down Sandy in the end of the movie that is shooting. Um, then in Pirate Rule Lagoon, you take down Admiral Prawn and his dunes. And then you go to Halloween Rock Bottom, which is honestly my favorite level. I really love Halloween Rock Bottom so much. The vibes of it is great. I like the spookiness of it, and also the King Gary boss fight in the end was really cool. I really loved it. Um, Then then you go to Prehistoric Tell Forest, which is a really solid level where you platform around and you try to find Squidward who's taken by this like uh, this like caveman version of Pearl named Pom Pom. And then you go to sulfur medieval fields, which is medieval sulfur fields, which is a really cool level. I really enjoyed that. All the levels are really solid, yeah. And then cosmic, and then Jelly Love World, which really ends with this really cool boss fight with this really great boss fight against the Lovey Love, which is really cool. And I have to say it was really solid. But then after Jelly Love World, it just sort of like went a little bit downhill. Like the ending was a bit disappointing. The way the game ended with like Squidward being transformed into this huge jelly monster, and then Teen Neptune coming in and just getting captured, like just getting defeated easily, and then. But I mean, the boss fight was like basically just a jelly, just a love, just a lovey love and like the boss fight at this Jelly World wasn't really much. It was like just basically a just like if you put like the boss fight of Pom Pom and Lovey Love all together, and then you did Jelly World, because he uses the same attacks as Pom Pom, and then as the Pom Pom boss fight, and then you use the same way you beat Lovey Love by vacuuming stuff with the leaf blower, and then shooting it at Madame Cassandra. So yeah. And I'd say the way the game ended with like Patrick, yeah, spoilers, just saying, the way the game ended with like Patrick just Patrick just sort of saying, "Hey, I wish we can do it all over again," and then that's it. And it's like I don't know, that felt a little bit anticlimactic, but I don't know. I just wish SpongeBob games had more of a climactic finale, really. But overall, it was a really solid game. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was, honestly, a really great direction in the SpongeBob theme franchise, and I really can't wait to. I'm gonna 100% it, and I'm going to play the Packet Store game next, and I really can't wait to do that. So yeah, I'll definitely play the Packet Store game eventually. I'm really excited for the new SpongeBob game that's gonna come out this year. I think it's called Titans of the Tide, which its title has been revealed, which I will make a video on, kind of predicting what's gonna be about that game. So yeah. So overall, this is my thoughts on the Cosmic Shade. It's a really fun game. I would definitely recommend it if you're a huge fan of SpongeBob, and if you're a huge fan of SpongeBob, I would definitely recommend it. And I'd also recommend it if you're just a fan of 3D platforming in general. I think even for a 3D platformer, it's really cool. If you just want a 3D platformer experience, 6 to 7 hour 3D platformer experience. So yeah, that's all I have to say, and I will see you guys tomorrow with my reaction of SpongeBob and Patrick's Timeline Twist Up. So yeah, before I head out, I will announce that I will be reviewing every single SpongeBob episode. I've made the decision that for the future of the channel, I'll be just reviewing every single, like basically giving you my reaction of every single SpongeBob episode, from Help Wanted to the recent episode. So yeah, it will be a really long journey. I'm not gonna give you season by season. I'm just gonna give you episode by episode. Yeah, I'm not going to give you season by season, just because I just find it much easier to do it episode by episode. And I'm going to do it on a daily basis. So yeah. With that said, I'll see you guys tomorrow with my reaction of SpongeBob and Patrick's Timeline Twist Up. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a peaceful day, everyone.